All right, guys. It's about time to get going. All right, make sure we got the camera view is all good. There we go. What time is it? It is noon. All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Coach Luis here, health fitness specialist with Exos at Autodesk. Welcome to the midweek workout, the Workout Wednesday workout. Excited for this one here today. What we're going to be doing today, you guys, is a pyramid style workout. So essentially, we're going to take 9-minute long intervals for each round. We're going to be doing 2 rounds total, and each interval we're going to slightly increase and have a 60-second interval right in the middle there that's going to be a little bit longer, and then we'll kind of make our way back down 50, 45, 45, etc. So let me get into the exact movements we're going to be doing, and then we'll go ahead and get into our warm-up and get started. So what we're going to be starting with today, you guys, we're going to be up and down, up off the ground today, and we're going to start on our backs with a dead bug. Now, the dead bug here today, instead of that usual opposite arm, opposite leg going and us using the core to keep our backs flat, we're still going to use our core, keep the back flat on the ground. However, we're going to go same side with that leg and that arm. What that's going to force us to do is stay really solid and make sure there's no rocking kind of side to side. So we're going to go right arm, right leg, bring it back in, then left arm and left leg. Again, the core is the key to success there, keeping that back glued to the ground the entire time. So that's our first thing. Up next, we're going to be up on our feet doing a pulse squat. So you can load this up if you want to. You might see me holding on to my small dumbbell over here, maybe not. But what we're going to do is come all the way down, come halfway up, all the way down once again, and then all the way up, really using those quads, those glutes, and keeping the core tight because we want to support the spine. So that's going to be our second thing. We're going to be working for 45 seconds and then resting for 15 on that one as well. We're going to go back to the ground after that with a bridge iso. And what that's going to mean here, you guys, is basically just holding our hips up in that bridge position while driving down directly through those heels. So right here, I got my glutes squeezed. You'll notice that this is probably not the highest that my hips can go. I'm not pushing my hips and getting a lot of bend from the spine. We want that spine to stay nice and straight, nice and neutral, and the hips to be kind of locked in place there. So core muscles are tight, toes are up, and this is just how we're going to hang out for 45 seconds. Up next, we're going to flip. We're going to do, since it is Workout Wednesday, some push-up variation here. We're going to do a push-up with a shoulder tap. So nice high plank here. Tap the shoulders first, one each side, then one push-up. No fancy tempo. Nice and standard here today, you guys. I'm just taking it nice and slow, making sure that there's no major twisting of our body. We're going to keep that core tight. We're going to stay nice and stable and work those shoulders and that upper body. So for that one, we're going to be working for 50 seconds and then resting for 10. And then we're going to make our way into our 60-second interval. We're going to try and work for the whole minute, doing skipping and or marching. Now for that skipping, knees up around hip level, kind of double tapping the ground here with the balls of our feet, making sure that the heels don't really come into contact. We want to stay nice and light, nice and tall with this one. And then for the marching, pretty similar. If you guys are in a place where you can maybe, I don't want to say stomp, but put a little bit more force into the ground. Want to make sure we get those legs going as well as keeping that upper body nice and tall. We can swing those arms opposite the legs as well. So that's going to be our 60-second interval. We're then going to kind of go backwards, retrace our steps, 50 seconds for our push-ups, and then 45 seconds for the bridge iso, the pulse squat, and the dead bug. That will be the end of round one. We're going to do an identical round for round two, and that's going to give us about our 18 minutes of work here today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our warm-up, which today is going to start with the step over squat. So we just want to make sure we have some space around us here, you guys. What I want you guys to envision is a small little fence, about waist-high fence, running right next to us, forward and back. What we're going to do is really pick that knee up, try and step onto the other side, step over with our other leg, and then do a nice little air squat. So take a moment. We're going to step back over one leg at a time, really trying to loosen up those hips in between our squats here. Depending on how tall you are or how mobile those hips are, just really trying to envision something that's challenging. So we're really going to have to pull those knees up and balance on one leg, get some of those lower body muscles warmed up. If you guys are curious about what exactly the pyramid workout looks like on paper or how we're really going to go through it, Jazzy has dropped it in the chat. Thank you for that, Jazzy. All right, guys, we're going to do one more time, stepping over our little imaginary fence here. Let's get those knees nice and high. Really step over, really working those hips. It's okay if you lose a little bit of balance. Last squat here. Good. All right. Shake out those legs. Okay. Next thing for our warm up, we're going to come into the bottom of our space. We got some space in front of us. You guys probably know what's coming next. Let's start by pushing those hips back like we were trying to touch a wall behind us. Letting the head and the upper body just kind of hang down towards the ground for a sec. Breathe here. Next up, we're going to bend those knees to get the hands comfortably on the ground, and then start to walk those hands out into a nice plank position. Find those hands under the shoulders. Make sure that those shoulders are slid away from the ears, and then from here, big lunge with that left foot. It's going to land outside that left hand. All right, so we're trying to keep that back leg straight. Let's let that left hand leave the ground. We're going to twist, reach, and look past that thumb. Trying to breathe here, you guys. Turn that head as much as you can comfortably. Good. All right, after that second breath, we're going to twist, bring that hand back down to the ground. We'll replace our left foot back near that right. Find that good plank position once again. And then we're going to do the same thing other side. So big lunge with that right foot. Keeping that back left leg straight. We're going to let that right hand leave the ground. Twist. Reach up towards the ceiling or sky. 2 big deep breaths here. All right, let's let that right hand return to the ground. From here, we're going to bring that right foot back to meet the left. And from here, let's just push ourselves up into a quick pike position, that downward dog, just to get our shoulders kind of warmed up. Maybe we're stretching the calves or the hamstrings a little bit here too. Still breathing. Let's slowly start to walk those hands back in towards the feet, bending the knees as needed. All right, guys, so we're hanging out here still. When you're ready, we're slowly going to start to stack one vertebra up on another, bringing the hips slowly under us, rolling ourselves up. And give yourself a nice little shoulder roll there at the top. All right, everybody, well done. Hope we're feeling a little bit more warm. Shake it out, do whatever you need to do. Make sure you guys have some water readily available. As we go through this workout, you guys, we're gonna have work and rest intervals, but if you need just some space to grab some water, take a couple breaths, take a break up a set, do whatever you need to do here today, and then we're gonna hop right back into it. All right, so the timer is getting set up. All right, everybody, so we're starting with that dead bug. Again, round 1 is going to be identical to round 2. Let's do the best we can. All right, here we go. We're starting on our backs with that dead bug here in 3, 2, 1. All right, so same side dead bug here. We're finally on the clock. Our strong exhales are really going to help as we bring those arms and legs back in. It's really easy to lose that connection with the ground. Good job, everybody. Good job. Same side, arm and leg. Don't let there be any big twisting going on through the body. We should keep it nice and flat through that back. Good work, everybody. 5 seconds left. And time. There we go. Okay, 15 seconds of rest here. We're coming back up to our feet. It's our pulse squat up next. All right, guys, we're going in 5 here. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, it's our pulse squat. So it's all the way down, halfway up, all the way down, and then all the way up. Good job, everybody. Good job. Way to develop that rhythm here. Good. Really control these positions too, guys. It's very easy to just bounce out of the bottom of your squat. This is something you're really used to. We want to make sure that we can actually control, though, really use the muscles instead of relying on the elasticity of those tendons. Good job, everybody. Good job. And time. There we go. Okay, everybody. So we're back onto our backs now. It's our bridge iso coming up. This is going to be big time for the back of those hips. We're really going to feel this one in the glutes. Here we go. Toes are up. We're driving those heels into the ground. Back of our hips nice and squeezed. Don't be lazy with that torso though. We still want the core to be nice and tight. This is what's going to help support our spine here. From here, we just hang out, we breathe. Be conscious of what's going on with the heels. We don't want to feel like the heels are being pulled back toward us or that we're necessarily pulling on the ground. We want to be pushing straight down with those heels. Excellent work, guys. Excellent work. We got 5 seconds left. Here we go. And time. Let those hips down nice and easy. Good job, everybody. Okay, next up, it's our shoulder tap with the push-up. So this can also be done from that kneeling position with the knees in contact with the ground here. Let's get it going. It's 50 seconds. Here we go. Stay nice and square to the ground, guys, through the shoulder tap. Keep that core tight. Don't be lazy in that plank. Good, there we go. Keep breathing, you guys. Good job, everybody. Keep it going. Got about 20 seconds left. Breathe through it. You got it. We're almost done. And time. There we go, everybody. Okay. We're coming back to those soon. Next session, we got a few more seconds of rest. We're going to get up, we're skipping or marching, and then we're right back into those push-ups with the heel or with the shoulder tap. All right, here we go. Going for a full 60 seconds here, guys. If we can, it's okay to break this one up as well. But do your best while you're moving to stay really nice and tall. Imagine that string that's attached to the top of your head. You got something pulling you up towards the ceiling. So you're just pretty much as tall as you can be as we march here or skip. Good job, everybody. Core tight. Make sure those knees are coming up to an appropriate height, around hip level if we can. We're jumping straight back into 50 seconds of the push-up and shoulder tap here in 5 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, you guys, let's find our space on the ground. I know it's challenging, but we're back to those shoulder taps with the push-up. Now, a good strategy here would be just doing a few, making sure they're quality, breaking it up a little bit, give yourself a rest. Good job, you guys. We got 20 seconds left. After this, we're going back down into those 45-second intervals of work. Final 10 seconds here. Shoulder taps in the push-up. Good, we got one more in us. Here we go. And time. Perfect timing, everybody. Okay, great work. We're on our backs for the next one. It's that bridge. So we're gonna start to work backwards a little bit here on the other side of the pyramid. Here we go. Let's get those hips up. We're driving down through those heels. It's a big squeeze on our back sides here. We're using the core muscles here also to support our spines. Good time to rest. Try and get some breathing in. Good work so far, you guys, good work. 15 seconds left, drive straight down with those heels. Almost there, everybody, and time. Slowly let those hips down. Good work. Okay, it's our pulse squat up next. We got to get all the way up onto our feet once again. And after this, we're going into our dead bug. All right, guys, here we go with that pulse squat. Let's start all the way down, halfway up, all the way down, all the way up. Control it at every single point. Good. Even if our pace is not crazy fast, I'm okay with that, you guys. We want to make sure that these reps are quality. And if a little bit of extra rest is needed in between them just to make them that way, I'm cool with it. We're moving with focus here. We're moving with intent. Keep it up, everybody. It's looking good. We got 10 seconds left. And that's time. Good job, everybody. Okay, 15 seconds left. We're on our backs for the dead bug coming up. Now, because this is the end of the pyramid, we're actually going to be doing 2 45 seconds of intervals of dead bug back to back. Here we go. Arms and legs are up. We're moving one side at a time. Making sure nothing changes with our core and that contact with the back and the ground. Imagine you got that hand towel under your back. I'm right there giving it a solid tug. Don't let me get that towel. Keep breathing, everybody. We got a 15-second rest interval in between, but we are going to be doing dead bugs up next once again. Last rep here. And time. All right, everybody, we can rest here on our backs. Like I said, 15 seconds. We're going to be starting at the top of the pyramid, or at the beginning of the pyramid, I should say, once again. So here comes the start of round 2. We're starting with those dead bugs. Let's get it going. So arms up, legs up. Lock that core. And I almost tried to do the opposites there for a moment. Same side here. So those right arm and right leg are moving at the same time. Challenge yourself here a little bit. If this is starting to feel easy, take those arms and legs maybe just a little bit further. See if your core can still keep the back glued to the ground here. Push yourself a little bit as long as it's feeling good. Almost done, everybody. Here we go, last rep. Bring it in. And time. Great work, everybody. Okay, we are up onto our feet next. It's our pulse squat once again. Second to last time we got to do it. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's plant those feet. Spread the ground apart a little bit with our feet. We're going all the way down, halfway up, all the way down, all the way up. Remember, we're using the muscles here. So core is still tight, supporting that spine. Good. Grip the ground with those feet. Even if you guys are wearing shoes, try and be active through those feet. Got about 10 seconds. It's a couple more reps at least. Here we go, last one. All the way down, halfway up, all the way down, all the way up. Perfect. All right, guys, we're on to our backs once again. It's the bridge ISO coming up next. Sure, the hamstrings are probably going to be burning this time. Here we go. Let's get those toes up. Drive down into the ground with those heels. I'm going to be bracing through the core here, you guys. Imagine you got toddlers coming around with little sticks, giving you guys a tap on your core. Nothing too hard, but you also want to brace because you don't know how it's going to feel. Protect everything in this area, really tighten it up. We're driving down through those heels. Make sure that those hips are not too high. Well done, guys, well done. We're very close to the end. I know it's burning. In time, we can slowly let those hips down. We got to flip because up next, it's our shoulder tap and push up. So coming towards the top of the pyramid here in the middle. Let's get it going here in 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, here we go. 50 seconds. Let's do it. Quality reps here. Now pretend we got those headlights on the hips and also on the shoulders as we tap and shift a little bit of weight side to side. Make sure that those shoulders and those headlights that are on the shoulders and the hips stay square to the ground. We don't want to see a ton of twisting. Think about that kind of staring contest with the ground here. Core's got to stay tight, you guys. We're almost done. And that is time. All right, everybody, quick 10-second break. Let's get all the way up onto our feet because up next, we have our skipping or marching. All right, full minute, here we go. Trying to do our best to work during this entire minute. It doesn't have to be the most intense minute ever, but we want to stay somewhat constant, somewhat consistent through this minute. After this interval, you guys, it's all downhill from here. We got 50 seconds for our push-ups and the shoulder taps, and then it's 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest until the end. Let's see what we got here. 20 seconds left in this minute. Good job, guys. Grab a little bit of water if you need to. Take a break. We're coming up on the end here. We're going straight into those push-ups. And here we go. All right, let's find the ground. Let's jump right into it. Tapping the shoulder one at a time. Then a push-up. It's important for us to stay really solid through that core. Excellent work, everybody. Excellent work. Way to hammer it out. Way to be consistent. We got about 20-ish seconds left. Last time we got to do these. Let's make them look good. And that is time. Good job, everybody. Okay, we're on our backs. We can relax here a little bit in this next one. It's the bridge ISO coming up. Last time we got to do it. Let's get into it. Let's drive those hips up. Toes are up, heels are down. We're bracing through the core. Good time to breathe here, guys. Calm it down a little bit. Make sure those glutes are squeezing. Give those hips a little bit of a tap if you're not feeling it too much. Coming to the end of this interval, guys. 2 more left. Let's work real hard. And time. There we go. All right, guys. It's our squat and our dead bug to finish it off. We're ending the same way that we started, getting going with our pulse squat here. 3, 2, 1. Let's get that stance all the way down, halfway up, all the way down, all the way up. There we go. Good job, everybody. Keep that core tight. You guys don't get lazy through that upper body. Good job. Grip the ground with those feet. High quality reps here. I know it's probably burning. You got at least one more in us. Here we go. Stay down, halfway up, all the way down, all the way up, and that is time. Good work, everybody. Okay. Like I said, we're going to end the same way we started on our backs here. We're going with the dead bug in 3, 2, 1. Let's get those arms up, those legs up. Same side. Here we go. Good job, everyone. Use those exhales to your advantage. Got to breathe somehow. Nice and controlled. Good job, everybody. About 10 seconds left. Constant 10 seconds of work here. Keep that core really tight. One more rep here. And time. Here we go, everybody. All right. We are all done with the pyramid. I'm going to shut the timer off. Good work, everybody. Good work. All right. We got to end it right with a quick cool down. Get into a standing position or find a standing position somewhere in the middle of our space. We're going to plant those feet about hip width apart. Let's take those hands behind the back, interlace them, let them get really heavy like we were holding on to a heavy kettlebell. We're going to pull those shoulders back and together, also down a little bit in order to open up that chest. Now, make sure that those hips are also under you. A little bit of a glute squeeze will help with that. From here, we're really opening up the chest and the front of the shoulders. And let's continue to do that by breathing into those areas. So big inhales. And long, slow exhales. Keep it going, you guys. Let's do 2 more breaths. Last one here, biggest breath yet. Nicely done, you guys. Slowly, we can begin to loosen up those hands, shake those arms out a little bit. Let's go ahead and stretch out the front of our legs here. If you want to be near a piece of furniture or a wall or something like that in order to take the balance part out of this quad stretch, go ahead and do so. I'm going to go ahead and grab onto my left ankle / foot here. I'm going to bring that in as close to my glute as possible. My left knee, which is bent, is pretty much right next to my right knee. I want to be nice and tall here. Don't want that knee creeping out to the side. So find some medium tension. A glute squeeze will also kind of help us dump some tension into the front there. Stay up nice and tall. Let's breathe. Good. 2 more breaths. Last one on this side. Slowly, we can begin to let go of that left foot or ankle. Same thing, other side coming up here. And try and get our balance. Bring that right heel in as close to the glute as possible. My right knee is right next to my left knee. I'm going to try and get as tall as I can here. Feeling that medium stretch in front. Let's pick those chins up, look straight. Breathe deep. Good job, everybody. 2 more breaths. Last one. On that exhale, we can begin to let go of that foot or ankle, return it back to the ground. Good work, everybody. Thank you guys for joining me here in the middle of the week on Workout Wednesday. Don't forget, we do have a live stretch break going on today at 3 p.m. Pacific. That is with me. Also, don't forget that we are I have extended our National Fallen Firefighters Foundation fundraiser to this Friday. So if you haven't already donated, check out our cause, check out all the other posts we got going on Slack, and we will see you guys in the next session. Thank you guys. Take care.
Thanks, Louise.